Something has happened on Oak Island that has shaken everyone. Emma Culligan discovered a mysterious secret chamber while digging there. But this chamber does not seem to be an ordinary place. Something is hidden inside it, seeing which the team was stunned. There are also reports that Emma had already felt strange vibes about this place. It is being said that strange sounds and cold air were being felt from inside the chamber. The cameras also started malfunctioning suddenly, as if someone does not want this truth to come out. Imagine, what could be there that could affect even the machines? What Emma and her team saw inside was not immediately brought in front of the public. Many people are saying that this is not a treasure, but an ancient mystery, which can change the history of the world. Some even believe that there may be clues in it that will solve the biggest mystery of Oak Island. So what is there in this secret chamber that is being hidden? Be sure to watch the video till the end, because it contains footage you have never seen before. And yes, don't forget to subscribe, like, and press the bell icon, because the biggest truth of Oak Island is about to be revealed now. Oak Island is a small island located in Nova Scotia, Canada, but its story is very big and mysterious. This place has remained a puzzle for people for centuries. It is said that there is something hidden under the ground here that can not only change history, but can also be one of the biggest discoveries in the world. The name of this place first came into the headlines when in the late 1700s, some boys saw strange pits and layers made of wood on the ground. Since then, many people, search teams, and even big investors have tried to solve this mystery. But the real truth of Oak Island has not been revealed till date. Many important things were found in years of search, which made the mystery of this place even deeper. Old wooden structures were found at a place called Garden Shaft, which shows that humans had built something here centuries ago. Nolan's Cross, a huge cross-shaped structure made of large stones, indicates that the construction was done under a specific plan. Apart from this, many Templar artifacts, such as old lead crosses and rare coins, have also been found here, which indicate that this place may be related to the medieval mysteries of Europe. Every discovery has only increased questions, not answers. There are many theories about this place around the world. Some people believe that the Knights Templar, which was an ancient secret organization, hid their treasure here. Some believe that Freemasons have hidden secrets here. At the same time, some people say that this treasure may belong to the Vikings or the British Army, which was brought here during the American Revolutionary War. There are so many theories that it has become difficult to differentiate between truth and fiction. This is why Oak Island is considered one of the most mysterious places in the world. New clues are found here every year, but the real treasure and its truth are still out of reach of the people. This suspense and excitement makes this place special, and this is the reason why Emma Culligan's new discovery is being considered such a big deal. Now the question is, will this time the biggest secret of Oak Island be revealed to the world? Emma Culligan is not an ordinary treasure hunter, but a highly skilled archaeologist and historian whose name is associated with many big discoveries around the world. Since childhood, she has had a keen interest in history and ancient civilizations. Emma did her studies from world-renowned universities and acquired specialization in archaeology. She has participated in many dangerous expeditions, where she not only discovered old relics, but also exposed many forgotten pages of history. Her reputation is so strong that she is called the Mystery Solver. Her association with the Oak Island Project began when Rick and Marty Lagina's team found such unexplained structures and artifacts whose analysis was extremely complex. Emma's expertise was perfect to decode this mystery. Initially, Emma came only as a consultant, but as the excavation progressed, her involvement increased. Emma combined advanced technology and traditional archaeological methods, which helped the team get more accurate data and results than ever before. Emma's arrival brought a completely new twist to the investigation. While others were focusing only on finding gold and treasure, Emma focused on historical context and patterns. She studied old maps and records in detail and found that some parts of Oak Island were not excavated without any pattern. But these were tunnels and chambers built under a centuries-old plan. Her deep research took the excavation in a new direction and led the team to many important clues. Her past discoveries have been no less surprising. In South America, she discovered an ancient temple that contained rare artifacts and hidden chambers. In Egypt, she discovered a mysterious underground passage that no one had been able to see for thousands of years. All these discoveries prove that Emma is not just lucky, but her expertise and dedication lead her to the truth every time. Now that Emma is on Oak Island, the eyes of the world are fixed on whether she will be able to make a history-changing discovery this time too. Emma's presence has made the excavation on Oak Island more serious and high stakes than before. During the excavation on Oak Island, Emma Culligan and her team used many modern technologies. The most important among these was ground-penetrating radar (GPR) and sonar scanning systems. These machines give pictures and readings of the ground below, which can be used to find out whether there is solid rock, water, or a hollow space below. Initially, everything seemed normal, but then suddenly something strange started appearing in the readings. Some signals were coming on the GPR screen that did not look like any natural formation. It was clearly visible in the readings that there were some symmetrical structures inside the ground, as if someone had deliberately built something there. Hollow spaces and unusual patterns were also seen in the sonar data, which were pointing towards a hidden chamber or tunnel. The readings were so strange that some team members thought that this could be a glitch or error of the machine. The team also sent cameras to some parts of that area. When the light of the camera fell on the dark and narrow paths, lightly glowing spots were seen in the footage. These spots were not like any natural reflection, rather it seemed as if there were some kind of mineral or ancient markings on the walls, which started glowing as soon as light fell on them. Some hollow spaces were also seen in the footage, which were completely empty, as if that place opened towards a secret room. Seeing all this, some people of the team got excited, while some started feeling scared. Initially, the crew showed hesitation to explore this place. They believed that all this could be just an optical illusion or equipment malfunction. But Emma studied the readings and footage in detail and then insisted that this site cannot be ignored. Emma said that nature cannot create such symmetrical and unnatural patterns on its own. Finally, believing Emma, the team decided to investigate this place on priority. Emma was completely sure that this is the same place where the biggest secret of Oak Island could be hidden. After seeing the readings and footage, Emma Culligan and her team decided to start digging at the same place. Big excavators and drilling machines were installed. Initially, the digging seemed normal, but as the depth increased, the tension in the atmosphere started increasing. The sound of the machines, the smell of soil and the smoke spread all around was creating a mysterious atmosphere. Everyone was wondering what was going to come out below. Both excitement and fear were clearly visible on the faces of the crew members. It seemed as if everyone's heartbeat had increased. During the excavation, suddenly the machines started working intermittently. The operators were shouting repeatedly that something strange was happening. Emma immediately ran towards the control panel and saw the readings. After a few seconds, the machines stopped completely. Silence prevailed in the environment. Only the light sound of wind and soil could be heard. Then a light cracking sound came from the ground, as if something was breaking from below. Before anyone could understand anything, a large part of the ground suddenly collapsed, with a loud sound. Everyone ran backwards, and no one could move for a few moments due to fear. After the dust cleared, everyone's eyes went to the place where the collapse had happened. A dark, deep secret entry was visible there. It seemed as if someone had kept this path hidden for centuries. There was a strong structure of old wooden beams and stones around the entry. Seeing this, everyone's hair stood on end. Emma bent down and started looking at that opening carefully. There was both fear and excitement in her eyes. It was clearly visible on his face that he had discovered something big on Oak Island. A light heartbeat-like sound effect was resonating in the background, which increased the suspense further. Every member of the crew was silent. Only everyone's breathing and faster heartbeat could be heard. Emma took a deep breath and said, "Guys, this is it. This is what we've been looking for." Seeing that moment, everyone understood that this discovery was going to change the story of Oak Island forever. This moment was so thrilling for the viewers that they could not take their eyes off their screens. When Emma Culligan and her team sent the camera near that secret entry, everyone's breath stopped. As the camera was slowly moving downwards, a dark and mysterious place started appearing on the screen. First of all, light fog and sound of wind were heard. As the camera went further down, the walls were visible. There were ancient carvings and symbols on the walls, which did not look like ordinary designs. Some symbols were like crosses, some like letters of an old language, and some were in very strange shapes, whose meaning no one understood. These carvings were indicating that this place could be the work of some ancient civilization or secret society. As the camera moved forward, the team noticed that a strong gust of cold wind was coming from there. The existence of such cold wind at such a depth was beyond anyone's understanding. Along with the wind, a strange smell was also felt, as if something closed for centuries had been suddenly opened. This smell was so strong and strange that some members of the crew tied a cloth over their mouths. Emma said softly, "This is not just wind. It is a testimony to the history of this place." Both fear and excitement were visible in her voice. As the camera moved further, some old wooden support beams were seen in the light. These beams looked very old and weak, as if someone had installed them centuries ago to prevent the roof of the chamber from falling. The wood had become so dilapidated that it could break with a slight shock. Seeing this, the team became even more cautious. Emma warned everyone not to make any loud noise or jolt. Otherwise, the entire chamber could collapse, and everything would be buried under the rubble. In this deep and dark environment, some members of the team started retreating out of fear. Some people's hands were trembling. Some people's eyes were sweating. At that moment, the atmosphere there was so tense that even the sound of breathing could be clearly heard. But Emma remained calm. She took a deep breath, looked at the camera, and said in a low voice, "Guys, we've never seen anything like this before." Hearing this, everyone's hair stood on end. Emma's words made it clear that this was no ordinary place. This was the biggest and most mysterious discovery of Oak Island till date. As soon as the camera footage was seen, the team realized that something was hidden in this chamber that could change the direction of history. Emma's face was clearly telling at that moment that they were very close to the most dangerous and most shocking truth of Oak Island. As soon as Emma Culligan and her team started exploring inside the chamber, the atmosphere suddenly started becoming strange. Everything was normal in the beginning, but after a while the lights installed there suddenly started flickering. At first everyone thought that this might be an issue of wiring or power supply. But gradually this flickering started happening fast and continuously, as if it was the effect of some invisible force. When the lights turned on and off repeatedly in the dark, The ancient carvings on the walls there started looking even more scary. Worry was clearly visible on the faces of many team members. After the lights, the next problem started with the camera. The signal of the camera, which was giving clear footage earlier, suddenly started getting weak. Static lines and distortions started appearing on the screen, as if someone had intentionally jammed the signal. Many times the camera would go completely black, and then, after a few seconds, it would start automatically. Emma was repeatedly checking the control room, but everything was fine there. Seeing this, the team was surprised at why the signal was getting disturbed repeatedly at such a depth. During this time, the machines and sensors installed at the excavation site also started behaving strangely. Metal detectors, temperature gauges, and motion sensors suddenly stopped working. At one moment, the readings would be completely normal, and the next moment, it would be completely zero. Even the drilling machines would stop intermittently, as if someone had cut off their power source. Seeing all this, the crew members panicked. Some of them believed that all this was happening due to some natural reason, while others believed that it was the effect of some supernatural or mysterious force. Emma tried to calm everyone down and explained that one should not panic in such a situation. They also discussed theories. Some people said that all this could be a part of some ancient protective mechanism. Perhaps centuries ago, this place was designed in such a way that no one could easily go inside. At the same time, the other theory was that there is a strong magnetic field under the chamber, which is affecting the electronic devices. Emma herself was not denying this, because she also felt that some unusual energy is present here. These strange events made the excavation even more dangerous and mysterious. Emma and her team could not understand whether all this was a coincidence or someone had deliberately created such a trap. But one thing was clear. There is something inside the chamber which can not only change history, but is also challenging modern technology. Emma took a deep breath and said, "Whoever is hiding here will not let us bring it out easily." Hearing this, everyone's heart started beating faster, and suspense reached its peak. Emma Culligan and her team were slowly exploring inside the chamber. Every step was being taken with utmost caution, as there were old wooden beams and fragile structures all around. Suddenly, the light of a team member's torch fell on a corner of the chamber, and everyone's attention stopped there. In that dark corner, an old chest or box covered with dust and mud was visible. It did not look like an ordinary wooden box, but its structure was very strong and of a different design. It seemed as if it was deliberately hidden there centuries ago. When the team went near that box and looked carefully, they found ancient markings and symbols engraved on it. Some symbols looked like old European designs, while some were strange and mysterious, whose meaning no one could understand. There were thick metal reinforcements on the sides of the box, which must have been installed to give it strength and protection. Emma immediately noticed that this box was not only valuable, but it could contain something that could solve the biggest story of Oak Island. Curiosity and excitement were clearly visible in the eyes of everyone present there. However, Emma was extremely cautious. She immediately signaled the team to retreat. She believed that bringing this box out immediately could be dangerous. This artifact kept at such a depth and in such an old structure can be extremely fragile. If it is picked up in the wrong way, not only will the box be damaged, but whatever secret is hidden inside it can be lost forever. Emma said that first it will be scanned thoroughly and then taken out with proper planning. This discovery completely changed the atmosphere of the excavation site. There was a mixture of excitement and suspense among the crew. Everyone had the same question in their mind. What is in this box? Is it a centuries-old treasure, proof of an ancient civilization, or something that the world has never seen before? Emma also did not answer this question. She just smiled and looked at the camera and said, "Whatever is in this box can change everything, but it is too early to reveal it right now." These words of Emma further increased the curiosity of the audience. Those who watched the video felt that they were witnessing a historical moment. But at the same time, this mystery was still completely in the dark. This thoughtful decision of Emma made it clear that the biggest truth of Oak Island is yet to come out. And when this box opens, its echo will be heard all over the world. As soon as the news of this big discovery of Emma Culligan and her team came out, it was as if social media caught fire. Pictures and videos related to Oak Island started going viral rapidly on Reddit, Twitter, and YouTube. Everyone was giving their opinion on this discovery. Many threads were created especially on Reddit, where people were sharing theories and putting screenshots of old historical records. Hashtags like #Oak Island Mystery and #Secret Chamber started trending on Twitter. Some people were excited, while some were afraid that this discovery could change the balance of the world. Amidst this viral discussion, 3 theories emerged the most. The first and most popular theory was that it could be the Knights Templar treasure. Centuries ago, the Knights Templar were considered the most powerful and rich organization in the world. Many historians believe that when the group fell, they hid their gold, rare artifacts, and holy relics in different corners of the world. Oak Island has always been considered the biggest hiding spot for this treasure. Many users on Reddit compared the carvings on Oak Island to European churches and ancient Templar symbols, which were very similar. The second theory was even more shocking. Some people believe that this is not just a treasure, but could be proof of an ancient civilization. They say that the structures and tunnels of Oak Island are so advanced that it was almost impossible to build them with the normal tools of that time. Many researchers believe that this could be a part of a lost civilization, like Atlantis or some other ancient culture, whose name has not appeared in our history books till date. If this is true, then it would mean that the history of humans is much older and more complex than we think. The third theory was the most mysterious and scary: government or Vatican secrets. Supporters of this theory say that Oak Island may not only contain gold or artifacts, but may also contain such documents or evidence that can shake the power structures of the world. It was also said that perhaps this is the reason that whenever a big discovery is made in Oak Island, government officials suddenly seal the site. People on Twitter were raising the question that if it is just a treasure, then why does the government interfere so much? When Emma was asked about these theories, she remained silent. She only said, "It is too early to tell the truth. What we have seen can change everything, but first, we have to understand it completely." This mysterious response of Emma raised more questions in the minds of the people. Now the world is eagerly waiting for the day when this mystery will finally be revealed. When Emma Culligan and her team were moving forward in search of this mysterious chamber, the atmosphere of the excavation site suddenly changed. Everything was normal till morning, but by afternoon, a convoy of government vehicles reached there. Seeing the black SUVs and official vehicles, there was a stir in the entire crew. Some officers wearing uniforms and some officials wearing suits came out of the vehicles. Their faces were very serious, and impatience was clearly visible in their steps. No one could understand why the government reached the site so quickly. As soon as these officials reached Emma, they immediately took control of the excavation area. Emma and her team were ordered to immediately stop digging and seal certain areas completely. Yellow tape and heavy barricades were put up at some places. Emma tried to find out the reason, but the officials just said that it was a matter of national interest, and now the excavation would be done under their supervision. Emma was angry and worried on hearing this, because this discovery was the biggest moment of her life, and now it was being taken away from her. After this, the officials took strict steps to keep the media away from the site. The news reporters and photographers standing nearby were removed from there. There was even a threat to shoot down drone cameras. Even a no-fly zone was declared over the site. Many people on the internet claimed that they tried to live stream that day, but the signal suddenly disappeared. Seeing all this, the crew members were convinced that there was definitely something here that the government did not want to make public at all. This situation was extremely difficult for Emma and her team. On one hand, they had exposed the mystery of Oak Island with their own hands, and on the other hand, they were now being forced to remain silent. Emma repeatedly questioned the officials. "We have made this discovery. We at least have the right to know, why are you stopping it?" But the answer she got was only one. This is sensitive information. The less you know, the better it will be. This sudden intervention not only surprised the crew, but also raised new questions around the world. People on social media started asking, if this is just a search for gold or treasure, then why did the government get involved so quickly? There was a flood of theories on Reddit and Twitter. Some people said that perhaps something has been found inside Oak Island that could change the power balance of the world. At the same time, some people believed that it could be an ancient artifact or document which poses a threat to big governments. Emma may not have said anything outside, but the restlessness on her face was telling everything. It was clearly visible in their eyes that they had seen something that was difficult to describe in words. After this incident, Oak Island excavation became not just a historical treasure hunt, but a global mystery. And now the question is, why did the government reach there so quickly, and what does it want to hide? This suspense is deepening even more, and the whole world is desperate to know the truth. The atmosphere on Oak Island that day was very heavy. On one hand, the discovery of the secret chamber had excited everyone, while on the other hand, the sudden intervention of the government was a shock for everyone. The crew members stood silently. A strange mixture of fear and anger was clearly visible on their faces. Some people's eyes were shining because they had seen with their own eyes a discovery that would change history. But at the same time, there was a strange fear in their minds, as if they felt that now this discovery could be taken away from them forever. Some members of the team became so emotional that tears came to their eyes. The moment they had achieved after years of hard work, digging day and night and battling dangerous situations, now seemed to be slipping from their hands. Some people sat quietly in a corner, while some were discussing slowly among themselves. Someone said, "We put our lives at stake, and now we don't even get the right to see the truth." Hearing this sentence, everyone else's heart was filled with even more pain. Emma herself was also very emotional. Looking at the crew, she said, "The truth of Oak Island is not just a discovery. This is a life-changing moment for us." Her voice was trembling, but her words clearly reflected truth and passion. Emma reminded everyone that they did all this not just to find the treasure, but to uncover this mystery and set history right. Emma also said that the truth of Oak Island belongs not only to her team, but to the whole world, and everyone has the right to know it. The dedication of the team was truly commendable. They not only faced dangerous situations, but also put their safety at stake. Many times the machines broke down, tunnels collapsed, and there was a danger of water. But no one gave up. Every time the excavation got into trouble, the team showed courage and adopted new methods. Emma reminded them that the bigger the difficulties in this journey, the bigger the discovery. Emma also shared a personal note with the crew. She said that she has been hearing stories of Oak Island since she was a child. She always wondered if this place is really so mysterious, or just a myth? Now that she is seeing this mystery with her own eyes, it is like a dream come true for her. Emma had tears in her eyes when she said, "I have worked hard all my life for this moment. If we get a chance to bring the truth to the world, it will be our biggest victory." This emotional moment brought the team even closer to each other. Everyone realized that they were not just working on a project, but were writing the biggest chapter in history. But there was also a fear in their mind that the government and powerful forces might suppress this truth forever. Amidst this fear and hope, the Oak Island team decided that no matter what, they would try their best to bring this mystery to the world. As quickly as the government took control of the discovery of Emma Culligan and her team, pieces of this news started leaking on the internet. No one understood how this happened, but suddenly some video clips and photos were posted online from an unknown source. The footage was very shaky and grainy, but the inside of the chamber of Oak Island was clearly visible in them. In a short clip, ancient carvings lying in the dark, broken wooden beams, and a large box covered with soil could be seen. As soon as this footage came out, social media caught fire. Hashtags related to Oak Island started trending on Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Tags like #Oak Island Secret, #Emma Discovery, and #Hidden Chamber were used by millions of people. Within a few hours of the video, it got millions of views, and there was a flood of comments. Some people were saying that this is the biggest discovery in history, while some were making fun of it by calling it fake. But a heated debate started regarding the authenticity of the footage. Several detailed threads were created on Reddit, where users did a frame-by-frame analysis and told that the footage is real. Some even said that they have tried to decode the symbols of the carvings. People were sharing theories on Twitter, some of which were extremely wild. Some were saying that the treasure of the Knights Templar is hidden inside this box, while some were considering it to be proof of some ancient civilization. Some even claimed that this box contains the biggest secrets of the Vatican, or some secret government agency. Many creators on YouTube posted reactions to this footage. Some called it the biggest moment in history, while some called it a global conspiracy. The curiosity of fans increased so much that every small and big news related to Oak Island started going viral. Some close-up photos of Emma's team also surfaced, in which worry and tension was clearly visible on their faces. Seeing this, people became more convinced that something very big is happening, which is being hidden from the general public. But amidst this chaos, Emma Culligan herself never made any direct statement. She remained silent continuously, which deepened the suspense. Finally, a few days later, Emma called a press conference. Millions of people around the world were waiting for this moment. Flashes of cameras, crowd of reporters, and silence all around. The atmosphere was extremely tense. Emma came on stage and started speaking after taking a deep breath. She mentioned the hard work of the Oak Island team and told about the challenges faced during excavation. Her words were calm, but fatigue and deep worry were clearly visible on her face. Everyone expected that now Emma would reveal the truth. But then, suddenly, she took a dramatic pause, due to which the whole hall became silent. The cameras zoomed in on her face, and the eyes of the world remained fixed on her eyes. Emma said in a low voice, "What we saw can change everything, but we cannot say anything right now." On hearing this, there was a commotion in the hall. Reporters started asking questions loudly, but Emma did not answer. All she said was that this discovery can not only change the history of Oak Island, but can also shake the world's understanding. After this, she put down the mic and left the stage. This short and mysterious statement of hers further increased the curiosity of the people. This clip of her went viral on social media. Millions of people watched it again and again and derived different interpretations. Some believed that Emma has seen something that could be a dangerous truth for the world. Theories came up on Reddit that perhaps this discovery is proof that ancient civilizations were much more advanced than our modern world. At the same time, some people said that perhaps this is evidence that some secret organization manipulated the history of the world centuries ago. Emma's silence and that one sentence of hers was keeping people on the edge of the seat. Everyone around the world was waiting to know what is there in the secret chamber of Oak Island, which even Emma is afraid to reveal. This suspense became so deep that now it is not just a discovery, but has become a global mystery, which is shaking everyone's heart and mind. If the truth of the secret chamber of Oak Island is completely revealed, then its effect will not be limited to Nova Scotia or Canada. Its global impact will be so big that the whole world will be shaken. This discovery will not only change history, but will also affect our religion, politics, and the power structure of the world. If what Emma Culligan and her team have seen comes to the world, then it can prove to be the biggest shock for modern civilization. First of all, let's talk about religion. If such artifacts or documents are found inside this chamber that challenge thousands of years-old religious beliefs, then the foundations of many religions can be shaken. The things that people have believed till now only as stories or myths may prove to be true. Or the opposite can also happen. What some people believe to be absolute truth turns out to be just a carefully crafted story. This can cause huge controversy and tension among religious groups. Leaders around the world will have to work hard to handle this situation. Then comes the issue of politics and power balance. If such secrets are found in this chamber, which are related to governments, secret agencies, or powerful organizations, then it will prove to be a game changer for the whole world. Many big powers may try to hide this fact so that their control and influence remains intact. But if this truth reaches the people, then the trust of the public may break, and there can be a big stir in global politics. It is also possible that the tension between some countries may increase so much that international relations may be adversely affected. Talking about history, this discovery may force us to completely rewrite our history books. The theories and facts that we have been taught till now may prove to be completely wrong. If it is proved that ancient civilizations were much more advanced than we thought, then our understanding about the origin and progress of humans will change. This discovery will force us to look at the past from a new perspective. Oak Island is already the world's most famous mystery spot, but if the truth comes out, it will come into the global spotlight. Millions of people will visit this place. Researchers and historians will gather here to study, and this site will probably become the world's most protected archaeological zone. The name of Emma Culligan and her team will be recorded in history forever.